It is the year 1994. The 16-bit systems were in their heyday, and we were having shitloads of fun playing our 16-bit systems like the Sega Mega Drive or the Super Nintendo, and we always had a buddy that had the other system. We played Street Fighter up the fucking wazoo. And you know what? We were happy campers. And then the people at Mirage and Acclaim, they're like, Capcom, we can release a game that is not only going to be better than Street Fighter, but it'll stomp Street Fighter's face into the ground. Oh, and they tried. They tried. And now, we're freaking stuck with it.
So the story of Rise of the Robots is basically about this nanomorph robot known as the Supervisor that was developed for running the operations of the Metropolis 4 robot production plant. And it was basically infected with a virus, and it infected the other droids of the facility, and they're basically out for your blood now. So yeah, that's the story. But without much further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to actually playing this goddamn game. So the intro cutscene is basically this very convoluted, converted into 16-bit, 32-bit cutscene, which basically means it's been scaled down to fit on a Mega Drive cartridge. It looks horrible, and the music, well, it's supposed to be original music by Brian May. Isn't it the guy that did this? Okay, let's fight some enemies, and as you can see, we get into the intro screen before every fight here, introducing us to our new enemy. Now, as you can see, it makes us wait, just to make it feel like more science fiction-y or something, I don't know. And the first robot we fight is the Loader. Now, with that kind of name, you're either going to be a killer robot or a porn star, but too bad this guy is neither. He's a fucking pushover. What you basically have to do is you have to get the robots you fight into a kind of AI loop. It's really hard to explain, but if you do a certain action, then the computer is going to react with a certain action, and you're going to have to discover which is most beneficial. So what you have to do for this first enemy is you basically jump in on him with a jumping attack, which is always a kick. Because, you know, with the 3-button Mega Drive controller, if you press start, then you switch movesets from punches to kicks, or from kicks to punches. And if you switch to the punch moveset, then you're going to do this jumping kick attack. And if you follow that up by a punch, and then block, then you're basically just going to win. And with the Loader destroyed, we're going to proceed with caution to our next enemy, which is the Builder. He looks like a big blue gorilla type thing. And yeah, you basically just beat him by pressing the kick button. Yeah, that really is just it. Hooray! And with the Builder destroyed, we go to our third enemy, which is the Crusher. He's a bit faster and more powerful than the first enemy, which is the Loader, but you basically have to lather, rinse, and repeat the same strategy, and you're pretty much good. You have to watch out for a circular saw, because if that actually hits you, so if you're not blocking, or, you know, if the game doesn't feel like thinking that you're blocking, because there's really no surefire way to tell in this game, and well, then you're going to take a lot of damage. So pretty much make sure that you do the same thing over and over consistently, or you might get beaten by this guy. And another one down, and another one down, another one bites the oh yeah, right. You know you're making serious headway in a game where you're fighting robots when you're actually starting to fight robots that were built for fighting purposes. We're gonna get to the military droid here, and yeah, you pretty much guessed it. You have to repeat the same strategy again. You have to jump in with the heavy kick, and then do heavy punches, and you'll win, and you'll get more chip damage than he does, and you will be set. Yay! Fuck this game. Your soul is mine! Okay, and so we move on to the sub-boss of the game, which is the Sentry, and guess what you gotta do to beat him? Take a wild fucking guess, man.
Final boss time, baby. It's the supervisor.
And we move on to the final boss herself. It's the supervisor. Now, the supervisor, I don't know what to make of her or it. It changes into these weird-ass shapes. And, well, of course, it has the greatest teleportation attack in the history of fighting games. Oh my god, it makes Dalsim's teleportation look like shit. Look at it, witness it. Sweet. So in conclusion, Rise of the Robots just feels like a really unfinished game. The graphics are pretty much rehashed from the 32-bit versions of the game, and they're sort of fitted into the 16-bit cartridge and makes them look like shit. The music, well, it's supposed to have original music by Brian May, but I don't really hear any original music, and if I do, it may only be a 5-second loop. I don't know. But it's still, yeah, it's horrible. This game really doesn't have too many redeeming qualities, if any. Maybe the cheese factor, I don't know, but Shaq Fu had more of that, so... Well, at least we get to witness the most glorious screen in gaming history. It's the end screen of Rise of the Robots, baby.
Well, at least I'm done with this game. Aw,